Good morning everyone and welcome to Vlogmas-ish day 24. I want to get an early start on my day, so I'm going to go ahead and do my puzzles now. Alright, I definitely needed two hands for that. Grab this one as well so it's ready. Here is part one of the last set of advent calendar puzzles. Day 24 is the last day. Oh, and then for chocolate we have this, which I bought at the same time as the lime Snickers. This is pink lemonade Kit Kat. I'm gonna turn on the light early too. I'm gonna try to match my shirt. Maybe this? I'll leave it here. I didn't sleep well last night and I was hoping to sleep in today until around 6 a.m. but I've been in some discomfort. I'm like falling apart this Vlogmas with the eyesight and the food poisoning and now this. I've had a bit of a toothache since the 19th. I did talk about it in that vlog, but I ended up cutting that out just for length and for flow of the video. It is in the area where I had the dental work done. I got the filling at the end of November and it healed up very quickly. I hardly felt any pain, but then all of a sudden on the 19th, around 3 weeks after I got the filling, I started to get a toothache. It was very noticeable on the 19th and the 20th, and then it would kind of come and go. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna hope for the best because I don't want to go to the dentist again. So yesterday I was thinking that. I was like, oh, I haven't noticed my toothache in a while. But then last night I woke up at around 3 a.m. with a terrible toothache. It was like the pain was telling me, you can't ignore me anymore. So I'm gonna reach out to the dentist today. It's the holidays, so I probably won't be able to see them until Friday would be the absolute earliest, but I'm gonna have to try to get in to see them at some point over the next week or so. I've had gratitude on the brain since last night because I was editing today's exercise for the 31-day challenge. I posted it the night before. The exercise is to think of at least 5 things that you're grateful for. So immediately I started thinking hot water, a warm home, electricity, but then I was like, you know what? I've said all of these things before. I'm gonna challenge myself to think of some different things. The first thing that came to mind was actually when I was in bed and I woke up with the tooth pain. At first I was like, oh, I wish this pain would just go away. It's disrupting my sleep. I'm feeling so uncomfortable. But then I thought to myself, I'm actually grateful for my body's ability to feel pain. It's a signal that something's wrong and that I can take action on it before it gets worse. And that thought was actually quite soothing to me, and I think the pain started to subside a little bit to the point that I could actually fall back asleep. The next item is something that I am grateful for quite often, but I thought of it today because I started looking up the hours for the dentist's office and I drafted an email. I just want to check one quick thing before I send it. But that whole process made me feel very grateful for the internet. Because I'm not a huge fan of making phone calls, the ease of looking up the information online and also emailing about booking an appointment, I was like, this is so easy, this is so convenient. It's good for my very introverted personality because I don't have to talk on the phone. I don't have to wait till the office opens. I can think about it in my own time, draft the email, send it or schedule it to send at a certain time. Very effortless. So that's something that I'm often grateful for, but it did come up specifically today. Last drawer in the new advent calendar, which I have loved so much. The next thing is my to-do list. When I'm feeling out of sorts, when I'm feeling some kind of discomfort or pain, if I'm feeling very emotionally dysregulated, all of that stuff, my mind often goes completely blank. I will just sit here and not know what to do next. So I felt a little bit like that today because I was worried about the tooth, worried about when I might get in to see the dentist, how I might feel over the next few days as I'm seeing family and friends, whether I will get enough sleep. I just spiral into being a worrywart. So I was so grateful that I could just open up my to-do list and look to see what's next. What other little task can I complete to get my mind off things and to keep myself moving along? That's exactly what I've been doing this morning. It's a very effective way for me to get out of overanalyzing, get out of my constant worrying, and just get out of my head in general. I think the image is this mouse in a car. I see this part right now, the bottom half of the car and the bottom half of the mouse's face. And I also see this texture of the tree, so it's definitely that. The next one that I felt this morning is gratitude toward my past shopaholic self. I think if I hadn't gone through a shopaholic phase, I wouldn't have gotten to the point where I became so sick of shopping and overconsumption that I went in an opposite direction. A lot of the things I use day to day in the home were purchased by my old self. So I was really mindful this morning that when I was putting a wave in my hair and spraying it with a bit of hairspray, that I've had that hairspray probably for 8 years because I bought it in my old shopaholic days, and it's a nice hairspray and I like it a lot. I'm grateful to my past shopaholic self for buying that. Same with the earrings that I decided to wear today. I bought these a long time ago. These must be at least 10-15 years old. They're just little Swarovski crystal earrings. I wear them from time to time when I'm feeling a bit fancier, but they just give me a little something. Even if you don't see them because of my hair, I know I'm wearing them and they make me feel really good. So thank you to my past shopaholic self for buying these because I still love them. Last but certainly not least, I am so grateful for hubby, and this has come up over and over again in my mind starting from last night at 3 a.m. when I woke up with a toothache. Hubby actually came to bed shortly after. He's been binge watching Superman and Lois, I think it is. So when he came to bed, I was already awake because I had the toothache. I said hi to him and then I was like, I have a really bad toothache, and he just like reached over and grabbed my hand and he squeezed it for a bit. It made me feel better even though I was still aching. I felt very emotionally supported. So I think that helped me to settle down and start thinking about gratitude, and probably that's when I came up with the whole I'm grateful for the pain because it's a signal that I need to do something. Also, when I was putting the wave in my hair, I was using a GHD flat iron, and it was something that hubby bought for me many years ago. So a lot of the things that I use, if they weren't purchased by my past self, they were most likely purchased by hubby. He has bought me so many things that I love and I still use to this day. So I'm definitely grateful for hubby in many more ways than that, but those are a couple of examples that came up today. Today's puzzle is indeed the mouse with the car bringing home a Christmas tree, and the image on the back of these drawers is the same image on the front but shifted over 2 squares. So no exciting discoveries on the back, but I have enjoyed this advent calendar puzzle so very much. It's been an absolute delight. Since we're on the topic of things that my past self bought, I thought I would show you my updated makeup collection. I've gone through many declutterings, as you know, but I don't know if this update is going to be all that impressive or drastic. I feel like I still do have a lot of makeup, although it's definitely much less than before. This is all I have left in my collection in terms of primers and BB creams and foundations. I'm currently using using this BB cream, and there is less than half remaining. It feels like there's about this much remaining. I went ahead and repurchased one, but in hindsight, I probably didn't need it because I really don't use this type of product very much anymore. I still have this professional sample. This is very, very old, so I'll try to make an effort to remember to use this up. Here we have my concealers, and I have one pressed powder left. I'm showing all of these products together because I actually use this pressed powder as a concealer, and I no longer use this type of product. This is very, very old, and I remember loving it, but I think I'm gonna declutter it, and I haven't touched it in a long, long time. So this is gonna go. I still have this NARS concealer, and I haven't opened it yet, so maybe I'll dip into it in the near future. It's old, so I don't really want to give it away. Eyeshadow is something I still have a lot of. These are all of the palettes and single shadows that I have all been dipped into, except potentially some of these, but I still do use a little bit of eyeshadow from time to time. This is the one I'm using right now. It's the Laura Mercier palette, and it is beautiful. I love it so much. Here's what my Inglot palette looks like. I've only hit pan on a few of the shades, and there is tons of product remaining. Here's how much I've used of my original Naked palette. This is my Naked 2 palette, my Naked 3 palette, and my Naked 2 Basics palette. Here is my Bare Minerals palette. I used to love this for travel, but I haven't used it in a really long time. The shades are a bit sparkly for me, and as well, this shade here doesn't look great on my skin tone. Maybe I'll just use it over the next few days to see how I feel about it. This is my Hello Kitty palette, and I love this palette so much, but I don't gravitate towards it that often. Again, I like to use this for travel. The shades up at the top are okay on my skin tone. I really love these neutral shades down here though. Here are the eyeliners I have left in my collection. Occasionally I still use the NYX eyeliner in Velvet. I like to put this in my waterline. I think it's really pretty, but it's been a while. Maybe I'll keep this out to see if I'll use it. Can't remember ever using this liner. I used to really love the Urban Decay liners, so maybe again I'll leave one out, see if I use it over the next few days. And if I don't, probably all of these can go. I tend to use eyeshadow as liner now, so I'll just put a darker shade near the lash line instead of using this type of product. I don't have that many mascaras. I'm using the Heroine Make one right now, and I think I just started this one on December 1st. And then I have one backup, which I just bought recently. I forgot I had this one. This is a little sample that I got as my birthday gift from Sephora. Can't remember when though, and I haven't opened it yet. My brow products look really excessive, but that's because I just stocked up on these brow pencils. I'm currently using this one, which is the same thing, and I'm not sure how long one of these lasts me because prior to this I was using brow powder. I do really, really love this product though, so I'm excited to use it for an entire year and see how I get on with it. I don't know how many I'm going to get throughout the year, but this does seem like a really soft pencil. I haven't ever finished one because I so rarely used it before. It was really only when I traveled or when I went to floats that I would bring this because it's easier to apply than the powder. We'll see how long one lasts, and then I can manage my inventory a little bit better going forward. This is the Glossier Boy Brow, and I've had this for so long. I'm going to declutter it now because I don't ever remember to use it, and it is such an old product. I thought I had more blush, but I only have 5 remaining, so this is a nice surprise. I still have tons of product in all of these blushes though. I haven't hit pan on any of them. I'm currently using this one, but I think I'm going to switch it up now. Maybe I'll use the MAC blush. This I think is in Blush Baby. Yes, it is. Here are my highlighters and illuminators. I still have quite a bit here. I'm almost done this product, which I mix with my BB cream, and again I restocked on it, but in hindsight I probably didn't need to. I'm not sure about these products. I feel like highlighters accentuate my fine lines, so I don't know if I am going to hang on to them. Maybe I'll try the Dior one and see what it's like. And I'm kind of on the fence about these. Ooh, I was really excited when I opened my bronzer and saw how much I used up. I didn't realize I had used so much of it. I also have this, which is a bronzer and lip product set. Again, a birthday gift from Sephora that I haven't even opened yet. So maybe I will take these products out just to give them a peek, and I can try the lippy as well. On the topic of lippies, here are the lipsticks I have remaining, as well as one lip liner. I have been using these 4 products pretty regularly, but these 2 products I think I opened during Vlogmas last year and I haven't used them since. So I'm gonna say goodbye to them just because of the nature of the product. There's probably tons of bacteria in there now. And the lip liner I may leave out to use over the next few days because I remember really enjoying this one. Here's another area where I still have a lot of product, and that is lip glosses. I'm currently using this one and I really like it, so I'm going to continue using it. The rest are unopened. I've been going through these slowly and steadily. I usually pick 2 or 3 to use up within a year, so I'm almost there. Here are my remaining makeup samples, not very many at all. I also have some skincare samples, but I'm not showing skincare in this video. I don't even know what some of these are, so maybe I will try to use some up over the next few days of Vlogmas. It might be fun to try some of the lippies. Finally, here is my updated nail polish collection. I also have some top coats and things, but I'm not showing those in this video. These are my color polishes. I still paint my nails every so often, so if I come across one that's dried out, I might just let it go, but for now, I'll just hang on to all of these. I'm only letting go of a few products, and here they are. And then here are the products I'm going to play with over the next few days. I'm gonna really try to make an effort to use the majority of these to see if I still like them.